Also, can we take a moment that I put TKL instead of TLK on the whiteboard? Because it's supposed to stand for the last night. Yeah, pretty big fail on my half, but I am not going to change it. Hey guys, it's Deluxe, and today I am going to be reviewing Barricade. However, I have a little bit of some explaining to do.
I have some explaining to do.
I know, a little bit of a throwback to Galvatron here. Do you guys know what these two have in common? They don't really have anything exactly in common, but the thing about this review is I had to start over on this review, right? I had to start over on this review because I didn't watch the movie, all right? At the time when I recorded it, I didn't watch The Last Night until after I had finished filming it, so now that I've seen the movie, I have a little bit of a better idea about Barricade, but again, I was a little bit ambivalent about releasing the original one, but I probably will end up releasing it on a later date though. You could kind of think of it as like a demo. In the original recording, there were some really funny things, as well as a really big transformation fail. Oh no. But just kind of know that I am starting over on this review, and basically, like Galvatron, I definitely want to kind of get my thoughts down a little bit better for this review. So, but yes, I have seen The Last Night, and I can definitely agree with the critics. It's really bad, but but this character though is not bad. He's actually great. So I can't wait to really go ahead and dive in reviewing Mr. Barricade here from The Last Night. Now, there is actually two different versions of Barricade. I don't actually have the Premier Edition, so I might have to do a little bit of some digging and research and even possibly find them on eBay. Otherwise, this is the Deluxe Class Barricade from TKL, and your guns are falling off, dude. Your guns are falling off, dude. But yes, here we go. We are going to go ahead and start the articulation and see what Mr. Barricade is all about here, right? So his head can move left and right. Unfortunately, he can't move his head all the way around. He can't really look all the way up, nor can he look all the way down, but at least he has some twist to the head. His arms can go all the way around, and unfortunately, he cannot do a T-pose. This is as far as his arms can go. His arms can twist. You can bend his elbows. And unfortunately, he has no wrist rotation. You can rotate his waist all the way around. His legs can go back and forth. His legs can go this wide. His legs can bend, though it is a little tricky where to bend. It does take a little bit of time to kind of get used to, but his legs can bend. His feet can rotate, and he does have ankle tilt, and he can also bend forward, but not quite all the way back though. And as a little bit of bonus, if you want to see his muscles, you can pop the hood open. Yeah, that's kind of everything about Barricade's articulation. So now that we have a bit of an idea what he can do, let's see if we can make Barricade into a model here. So Barricade has like two different guns. As far as I know, I don't think it doesn't really matter which hand it goes into. I'm pretty sure they are interchangeable, so you can put it in either hand. Though from my experience, it is a pain to take them off. Like for me, I always find that it's a pain to equip them and then take them off and then switch them around. If you have seen my other videos, you may have noticed that I have been using Barricade's gun on other characters. So it's actually really nice that his weapons can be used on the other characters. This kind of reminds me of Nightbird again. Yeah, it reminds me of Nightbird again, that you can put his weapons on her and that stuff. And also, one of the cool things about Barricade is that when you're done with his guns, you can actually put them on the side basically, and you can have them kind of hang on his waist as if it's like a holster basically. So that's actually one of the cool little things that I really like about Barricade, though it is a little tricky to keep it on at times. Especially with the slightest bit of movement, especially if you accidentally, like, this usually happens when I'm like playing with his arms. they do kind of fall off pretty quickly or pretty easily. So just kind of watch out if you do have them slotted on his waist. It does kind of remind me of Ninja, where or Black Dragon, that's his actual name, but you get what I mean. I call him Ninja. Black Dragon does actually have weapons that function the same way, except like his weapons go on his thighs as opposed to his waist. He does come with a taser, and basically the taser can be equipped on the right arm. As far as I know, I don't think you can equip it on the left arm. Now, that the same kind of goes with his unique weapon that he has. Now, I honestly don't know what would you call this. I guess it's just like another gun, but I'm just gonna call it like his little Gatling gun that he has. This weapon, which is unique to him, it can only be slotted on the left arm. As far as I know, it cannot be equipped on the other arm, so unfortunately both the taser and his Gatling gun are not interchangeable, but at least it's a really unique weapon that he gets to carry and gets to have on him. I don't really think you can even equip this on any of the other characters. I think I've tried, though funny enough, you can actually put it on someone's head and make it look like a crown. You can make it look like a crown on someone else's head, but yeah, like I said, you can definitely use his Gatling gun however you like. He can equip swords, so that's actually one of the cool things, is that he can equip Black Dragon swords, and he can also wield a freezer or Novocaine in his hands. It's a little bit awkward, but yes, he is able to hold them by just slotting that peg into his hands. And also, I don't know why is it that it's so easy to get it to equip in there, and then his guns are so hard to take out, but I don't know. But yes, he can equip freezer in his hands. Unfortunately, he does not come with a backdrop, and I'm so disappointed that he does not come with the necklace. Like, I got so excited when I saw the necklace on the box and be like, I hope he comes with a necklace, and unfortunately he does not have a necklace, so it's such a bummer. But you know, that you kind of have to live with it a little bit. But I still think he has really solid accessories to play around with, so that kind of takes care of everything we need to know about his weapons and accessories. And then now, you guys, here's the transformation for Barricade, and I'm gonna be really honest, I really hate this transformation so much. I pretty much gave up on this transformation like several times. It is so bad, you guys. I've tried doing this one so many times, and it is so bad every single time. So yeah, this is like a definite fail, so just kind of a heads up that I did not complete his transformation. So would you like to see how bad Barricade turned out? Yep, like womp womp. Yeah, it is really bad. Like I said, it is really bad. His transformation was really difficult. I just cannot get his arms to lock in correctly, and then getting this to close. Because if you can't get the legs correctly, you can't finish the rest of the vehicle. So I'd say I spent the most amount of time getting the legs in the right spot. And even then, you also have to really make sure his arms are tucked in really nicely so that this thing could go down. But I don't think his arms are on the right. Like, I'm not sure which way they're supposed to be rotated to get them to go inside. But yeah, I just cannot close the roof. So it is so bad. And keep in mind that I am not really good at transforming these action figures. So this is what it's gonna look like if you're a newbie. And you know what? This toy is marketed for 8 years old and that stuff. Like, I really can't imagine an 8-year-old figuring out how to do this. I really cannot stress how difficult his transformation is. I'm sure there's probably some parents out there that can really relate to the struggles, because this section was like the hardest part to do. Look at how shameful that is. I can't believe I'm actually recording this, but yeah, this is my transformation attempt at Barricade. So a couple things that I would like to kind of point out with Barricade that I can be very critical on, right? This is usually where I have a lot of stuff to talk about with Barricade, but as you probably saw the transformation fail, I absolutely hate the transformation. It was very difficult. I absolutely struggled. Like, dude, it's always like the legs. Like, if you can't get the legs right, you can't really finish it. And honestly, I have tried transforming this guy so many times, and I can't even get it anywhere close to looking like a police car. If you're someone who doesn't really care about the transformation that much, I think he's a great figure in robot mode. But if you really want to try to transform him, just be kind of mindful that it is very, very difficult. I would say that it's really just getting the legs in the right spot, because transforming this guy was a massive pain to deal with. I don't know if they could have done his transformation any different. I just kind of wish that maybe they should have done something different for the legs so that it wouldn't be so complicated. But yeah, that's where I got hung up the most, was really the legs. Like, his transformation was very, very, very finicky and very difficult to get down correctly. The only other thing that I can also critique on is just getting his weapons. I suppose I hate to bring Galvatron back in this. The one thing that both these guys have in common is I really hate taking their weapons off. Actually, does Galvatron have his weapon? Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, I was gonna say, does Galvatron still have his weapon on? And he does. In the Galvatron review, I had many, many difficulties getting his cannon out of his hand. This cannon right here. And then, oh god, this is like deja vu again. This is like deja vu again. Come on, Galvatron. I need to get this stupid cannon out of your hand. Yeah, see, it still is very difficult. So in the same case with Barricade, his guns were kind of hard to get out. And even just like slotting them was also kind of a pain. Let me see if you can see how much tension I'm putting in here to like get this damn thing in, like. Okay, so that's one weapon, right? And then trying to take it out. Oh, come on. Oh, you see my face grimacing a little bit, but yeah, like, I really kind of hate slotting these weapons. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't really matter which hand you put it in, but... So at least this weapon snapped in, but then, like... Come on. There we go. Yeah, I really can't imagine an 8-year-old trying to play tug-of-war getting this weapon out of his hand. That was, like, the one thing that I'm just like... I really don't like the fact that taking these weapons out is kind of a bit of a pain. Funny enough, like, when I put this on the other characters, it wasn't so difficult to take it out. I'm not sure what is it about Barricade that when I slot his weapons in, they just don't want to come out quite a bit. At least, like, I'm glad that he does have a spot where you can hold them, so that's always a nice thing. The only other little thing I could also critique on with Barricade, his head doesn't really rotate, or at least, like, when you do twist his head a little bit, it doesn't go all the way around, because his head kind of gets stuck, like, around, like, this area here. It's like, even if you try to, like, move his head, it kind of stops, like, right here. So it's kind of a minor little thing. I kind of wish that his head was able to move a little more freely, because even if you remove this thing and try to rotate his head, that's as far as his head can only really go. So it's kind of a minor little thing. I suppose I need one more thing to kind of complain about with Barricade, but I mean, he's still a solid figure. I absolutely really love him a lot. His articulation is not too bad. I do think that because of how bulky he is, he doesn't really have the greatest range of motion. I love the color blue, you know, I love the color blue, but I'm really glad that they did went more of a movie accurate version of Barricade. I do also really like the head sculpt. And interestingly, his head is slightly asymmetrical because you might not be able to see it on him, but there's like this little scope on this side of the face. It's a little more noticeable on the box art. So I do like that the head has some slight asymmetry because he's got this little scope on the side of his head. So I do actually really like that they made that very accurate to his head sculpt. I know it's a little hard to kind of see, but you can see that little tiny blue piece here. So I really like that that's very accurate to his head sculpt. Definitely quite the badass. Do I recommend him, basically? I would recommend him, but be very mindful of the transformation. So if you're someone like me who doesn't really like play around with the transformation very much, you know, it's definitely going to be a bit of a challenge, basically. I don't know if there's any parents out there that can relate to the struggle of getting his transformation down, but his transformation is very, very, very difficult. Like, I give it a 9 out of 10, maybe even 11 out of 10 on how hard his transformation is. So to kind of wrap up my thoughts with Barricade, I think he's a solid figure. He's got pretty decent articulation. If you don't mind that his arms can't do a T-pose. Really love like the details with him, like with the head sculpt and just his overall like movie aesthetic matches the figure very well. The biggest area that I really hated was the transformation because it is absolutely atrocious to deal with, especially with the legs. So I would say that's probably the thing that I would knock him down for, is that the transformation is not very user-friendly. And at least, you know, it'll take a little bit of some time, but I find his transformation to be incredibly difficult. But yeah, I mean, pretty much, I think he's very, very solid. I do recommend him, and I think he would make a great addition to your little Decepti-KHAN army. I shall go ahead and have Barricade bid farewell here. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you're new to my channel, and I'll go ahead and see you guys on the next review, right? So, see ya!
Congratulations! You made it to the 3rd milestone. As a reward for your hard work, here is our newest member. Behold, it is Roadblock, who is totally not Barricade. Let's give a warm welcome to Roadblock.
Come on, really? Does he really look like me? Why does everyone forget that I exist? I'm the original. Oh, whatever.